Hi class, this is over section 10.1 and 10.2, circles and arcs. Today we're going to go over a lot of the vocabulary that has to deal with circles and arcs, and in class we'll actually cover how to apply these concepts. So first, some quick vocabulary. What is a circle? A circle is a set of all points equidistant from a given point. So if I gave you point P right here, and we were to draw a set of points equidistant from P, it would form a circle. So all these points are going to be the same distance away from point P. How many degrees are in every circle? Every circle is going to have 360 degrees. The center of a circle is the point in the middle of the circle. So in the circle we have point P. A radius is the segment with one endpoint at the center and one endpoint on the circle. So here's an example of a radius. And then a diameter is the segment that goes through the center and has both endpoints on the circle. So here's an example of a diameter. Circles are named by their center point, so we would call this circle P, using the word circle P. Or you can draw a circle with a dot in the middle and then label a P next to it. So this is the symbol for circle, or you can write out the word circle. Some more vocabulary. You may not have heard these vocabulary words. I'm sure you heard the other ones before. A chord. A chord is a segment that has both endpoints on the circle. So a diameter can be a chord because a diameter goes through the center and has both endpoints on the circle. But a chord doesn't have to go through the center. So this purple line right here also represents a chord because both endpoints are on the circle. A central angle is an angle whose vertex is on the center and whose sides are radii. Radii is the plural form of radius. So this is a central angle because the angle starts from the center and the two sides of the angle are both radii. Congruent circles are going to be circles with congruent radii, so if two circles have the same radius, then they're congruent. And concentric circles are going to be circles with the same center. So both of these circles have the same center, but they're not congruent. So see how it says centric right here? Circles with the same center. So let's practice finding all the parts of a circle. Name the circle. This is going to be circle X because the center is X. Name the diameter. Line segment ZT. Name the radii. That means there's multiple. So we could have ZX, XV, XT, and XU. Any segment that goes from the center to the outside. Name the chords. ZT is a chord in addition to being a diameter, and so is RS. RS is a chord. Name one central angle. So an example would be angle VXT. You could name TXU, UXZ, ZXV. Any of those would be central angles as long as they have X in the middle of the name. Now for some more vocabulary. An arc. An arc is going to be part of a circle. We're talking about the outside of the circle, like the outside crust of a pizza, not the whole slice. A semicircle is an arc that is half of a circle, or 180 degrees. So here's an example of a semicircle. It's going to be half of the outside of the circle, like the pizza crust, remember? A minor arc is going to be an arc that is smaller than a semicircle, so there's a minor arc. And a major arc is going to be an arc that is bigger than a semicircle, so there's a major arc, this green piece right here. It's more than 180 degrees. Adjacent arcs are going to be arcs in the same circle that share exactly one point, or they're touching. So this semicircle and this minor arc are touching right here at this point, even though it doesn't look like it, just imagine that they are. So those would be adjacent because they're next to each other. The measure of an arc is always going to equal the measure of its central angle. So if the central angle for this arc was 80 degrees, then the arc would also be 80 degrees. Now we're going to find each arc. A minor arc could be arc CD. Notice you just put the arc symbol over the top of it. Another one you could say is DA, or you could say BC. A major arc would be CAB, so this whole arc right here. Whenever you name major arcs, you have to use 3 letters. Otherwise, if you just put CB, you could be talking about this, but that would be a minor one. Semicircle, you could have BA right here. That's a semicircle. Adjacent arcs. BC is adjacent or next to CA. You also could have done CD and DA. That would be another option. What is the measure of arc AD? Well, the arc is going to be the same as the angle, so it's going to be 36. And that's it for today.